Alright, so we're back with our weekend playthrough. After repeatedly being embarrassed by Moog last night, I've decided to kind of revise my strategy a little bit. So I've done a couple things that should help with that, and also we're going to just do a couple more things before jumping back into that fight. Before we begin, if you like this channel, please like and subscribe, and drop a comment below if there's any content you want to see. Now, let's just jump back into this. We're just going to take a look at the build again. So right now we are at level 109. We're using the Dragon Halberd maxed out. We've got the Meteorite Staff. We've got the Golden Order Seal +6. I should probably level that up. Golden Scarab, I was just doing some dirty rune farming, so we'll put that back to the Claw Talisman. So we got the Star Scourge Heirloom, which raises strength. We've got the Claw Talisman, which enhances jump attacks. Ritual Sword Talisman, which increases attack power at maximum HP. And then the Magic Scorpion Charm, which raises magic attack but lowers damage negation. We're using the Snow Witch Hat, which strengthens cold sorceries, and then the other ones are just to get as much poise as we possibly can. We've got 36 vigor, 19 mind, 20 endurance, 45 strength, 10 dexterity, 33 intelligence, 20 faith, and 10 arcane. We started out as the wretch class, and yeah, anyways, let's go. So I want to go fight the Erd Tree Avatar up there. So that's what we're going to go do. Don't want any of these guys following me up there when we go do this fight, so I'll just take them out right quick. And this one I do off horseback because he does that rot cloud thing. So we'll swap out the Lance Talisman in place of the Claw Talisman. Also, what I like to do is equip a Gold Pickle Foulfoot for the end of the fight in our little quick menu there. And I think that should be good, so now this one is insanely strong, so he can one-shot you if you're not careful. is just going to do the light attack, which they all do. I like to try to use that to my advantage and get the light attack to clear out some of the obstructions that are in the way, so you don't get hung up on a tree or something when you're fighting this guy. Alright, we're going to pop that foul foot right now. Try to bait him into an attack right now. There we go. And hopefully we can get it done now. Oh, shish kebabs. And now it's over for him. Boom. Now he gives you like two of the best crack tiers in the game. You get the Opaline hard tier and the Stone Barb crack tier. The Stone Barb crack tier helps you break stances. And the Opaline hard tier gives you a 15% damage reduction for 3 minutes. So that's about as worth it as it gets to take on that fight. And you get over 100,000 runes for defeating him. So that fight within itself is super, super worth it. So now, let's see if we can give Moog a run for his money again. Dynasty Mausoleum midpoint. What we're going to do is we're going to rest at this site. I'm going to clean up my spells and get rid of anything I'm not using. So that can go, that can go, that can go. These are all ones I would use in the fight. I'm going to add Flame Cleanse Me here. And yeah, I can't use that. So we're going to use Flame Cleanse Me. And we'll just equip the oh, I don't have the two-finger talisman. Okay, we'll go get that super fast. There we go.
Hello? Would you donate them on a pilgrim when I eat one? You're not like they rest their howling, they're frail, but you are most kindly the blessing.
Alright, so now we're gonna head back to Moog. Boom. Alright. So I think I was saying flame cleanse me, but what I was really meaning was flame protect me. And what flame protect me does is greatly increases fire damage negation, and since when you're fighting Moog, he basically just lights the entire arena on fire with his little like blood fire stuff. So we're gonna do that, and we're gonna equip that 2-finger talisman, which raises faith, which will allow us to use that. And so we got strength, faith, and I think we're going to use probably the claw talisman, and then the magic scorpion charm as well. So sometimes when you're doing a boss fight, it's good to just declutter your menus. Like right now, equipment, I'm just gonna take that off, obviously take that off. We're not going to be doing any horseback riding, so now we just have our flasks and our tier. So yeah, we'll just get buffed right up and jump right into this. I should have equipped Terra Magica too. That was a mistake. We'll just rebuff with Golden Bow here. There we go. First time.
The coming of our dynasty.
Why was that so hard last night?
More Quill.
So there we go. Let's just jump into the DLC. Fuck it. Oh yeah, I actually have to rest at this gray site. Well,
I'm Leda. Touch the wither to the realm. My compatriots are there already. Like us, they have heard kindly Miquella's call. If you can find them, they are certain to lend you aid.
all right, here we go, baby. So, the DLC operates a bit differently in that your ability to deal and negate damage is largely based upon getting Scadutree tree fragments, and it's a leveling up system that's exclusive just to the DLC. So you got to find all these fragments, and then also you can also further upgrade your spirit ashes and your horse even with the revered spirit ashes. So what I like to do right off the bat is ride down this way. And the payout for enemies defeated is way bigger. Like, even just for clearing out trash like that, you get 700 runes, so... And I find the enemies are more likely to drop stuff as well, which is pretty sweet. So, there's that. The only problem with the DLC is everything hits like a dump truck. So, the quicker you find your Scadutree fragments, the quicker you will be able to withstand some of the punishment that gets doled out here. See? That guy just hit me with a roar, and it took half my health bar off, so... I got hung up on the guy sitting there. Oh my goodness. I typically don't recommend going to the DLC And when you're under level at least 130, I think I'm like level 110 or 112 right now. Oh, 116. Okay. Black Steel Great Hammer is a sick weapon, and the fact that you get it right at the beginning of the DLC makes it all the more better. Alright, so we got our first Scatty Tree fragment. So already that'll help us deal and negate damage. Oh, I've got to change out my Wondrous Physic Flask as well, because I still have the tier for that's pretty much only good for fighting Moog, so. Alright, we got the Blessing America, which basically gives you a restock of everything and heals all ailments. So, pretty much one of the best items in the entire game. Ah, God, I love coffee. Don't play around with those soldiers, man. I'm telling you, they will, like, two-shot you. And they'll stagger you, too. Alright, that's all we need down here. Do we have the map yet? No, we don't. So let's go get the map. That's the probably the most important thing. Maybe, maybe. And just remember, because almost everything drops smithing stones in this area, so you know, if you're just piling up a ton of smithing stones, you can sell them for runes, right? So even if you don't need those smithing stones, they're still well worth picking up. Especially when you get to this stage of the game. I think leveling up for me right now is 80,000, so anything helps. Alright, so now we've got the map. And that first map portion of the map gives you a big chunk of the Shadow Realm, honestly. And there are a bunch of goodies in this little area here. So I think we're going to explore that for sure. So, got a cookbook there, and then, no, it's not this door, it's up top. So, we gotta go across the way over here. We're gonna grab this. There we go. So we'll get rid of those clowns. And also a piece of advice I can give you is stack up your consumables and your crafting materials, because they're all worth it in the Shadow Realm. So the Blade of Mercy, it's a talisman that gives you a boost in attack power after each critical hit. So if that sounds good to you, then yeah, by all means, give it a go. I gotta change up my talismans here. I don't need the 2 fingers one anymore. We'll put the Ritual Swords talisman back on. And I think that's good for now. And we'll re-equip our lamp. And yeah, we'll get out of here for now. That's pretty much everything you need out of here. Oh, there is a Shadow Realm ruin in this building here, so we're gonna grab that because those things are worth a pretty penny. All right, and we are gonna continue on our way. We did miss an item back here. Goat, turquoise, white horns. You got very much damage. hit by an enemy. Yeah, that is true. At Liumania, I hope I said that right. I hope I didn't butcher your name, bro. Yeah, I've got a serious damage problem. I gotta level up endurance big time. Well, that gives me a good boost there. Thanks for pointing that out, man. Good looking on that. I got that revered spirit ash, right? Yes, I did. Okay, so now we're gonna head over to... Actually, we'll head down here. We'll grab one of the weapons that's exclusive to the DLC. So we just picked up the backhand blade, which is a new weapon class in the DLC. I'm saying new, the DLC is 2 years old. It was new when the DLC came out. And we've got another one of those fragments, so whenever you get one of these crosses, just interact with it at least once. Boom. And then talk to every NPC.
I am Freya in battle. Oh, another thing. Did you speak to our dour little... If you've yet to do so, you'll find more of them dotted about. They are Mikola the... If you've... Assuming you...
And all those crosses come with a skidoo tree fragment, so...
Then will understand. The earth tree, I believe me, but never will I...
And this guy's just a sour little bitch.
Are the sight. I urge you, as long as you...
Yeah, I pretty much always do. I always focus on damage. I very rarely use things like Pearl Drake Talisman or the Dragon Crest Great Shield Talisman. I'm a very offensive player, and I don't play PvP, so you know, if I was playing PvP, you'd see me with a lot more, like, shield builds and, you know, stuff like that, but I'm the guy who power stances pretty much everything and just steers straight into damage and tries to take everything out before they take me out. It's kind of the fun way I like to play the game. I find it the most fun. I'm not patient. I love watching videos of dudes who go hitless for, you know, however long in the game, or like, you know, we'll do hitless videos on bosses and stuff. Oh, we got another fragment. That's pretty sick. We'll touch this cross. Cool. Again, talk to these.
But now, like I'm hardy, which is why to discern, I'd rather not. May 6 crop they are kin. If you discover, be certain to tell me. I presume you just what.
Hello together.
All the NPCs, and as you can see, you probably wouldn't recognize any of these items because they're all pretty much exclusive to the DLC. I'm going to buy all of his rune arcs, get this Site of Grace, and we'll move on. So we'll head over this way. This is where everybody gets their DLC favorite, the Blood Fiend's arm, is over in this area here. I'm not going into Arcane, and I'm not going in that direction, so I'm not going to try to farm it, but there is still a bunch of stuff over here to get. So you farm the Blood Fiend's arm by defeating these guys. And again, those glowing skulls, they drop broken runes here, and they give you 500 runes per broken rune, so they add up quite a bit. Oh, there's a revered spirit ash over here I didn't get. There we go. Now, I just try to avoid these rams, particularly the big ones. So up here, there's a couple things. One, there's an artist shack up here. So we'll grab our painting here. A valuable piece of DLC advice I can give you is always make sure your health bar is at full. Alright, we got the Blessed Blue Dew Talisman. So, what the Best Blue Dew Talisman does is it slowly restores your FP. I know a lot of people are into that talisman. I might actually use it for this build just because I am an intelligence forward build and I'm burning through a ton of FP. So it is probably quite valuable for this build that I'm doing. So we just got the Oathseeker. Is it the Oathseeker? Yeah, Oathseeker armor. It's a pretty decent armor set. Doesn't have any real like powers. Just provides a decent amount of damage resistance and poise. Alright, moving on. We were back to where we started. So we're going to cruise along and get some more cool stuff. Oh, there's also, I think it's up here. There's a mausoleum there. I'm not going to go in there just yet. Yeah, I don't really jump into any castles or anything too significant during like the first hour of DLC gameplay. I like to just explore, try to pick up as many Scattered Tree fragments as possible, and then try to get as much cool items as possible as well. But yeah, it's just the sheer amount of damage you take in this part of the game. If you're not established enough, is just unbearable and super frustrating. Shadow Realm Rune 1. And 700 runes just for defeating those guys, just for swinging your weapon once. And then keep an eye out for those broken runes again. Now, if I remember correctly, this is an armor set. Yep, it's the Gravebird armor, which is not that good, honestly. At least I don't think it is. Somebody might yell at me in the comments about that, I don't know. We'll see. I think halberds might be the best weapon for horseback combat. Alright, we got the ailment talisman. I think it's probably no secret what that does. Oh, for reals? There's nothing in there? Ooh, fly mold. Sounds delicious. Broken rune. Sweet. Oh, bro. Ah, that that eaves on the upper portion of the roof is really messing me up. Alright, I think I got everything out of here. There we go. But if we head down this way, fireflies, and there's a revered spirit ash here. There we go. Now we're going to GTFO. Grab that broken rune. Grab this grace site. Move on, because there's more stuff under this bridge here. Cool. All right. We can cross the bridge, sure. Now we're just going to bypass all of this and just go rush towards that grace site. Scatter tree fragment, boom. Let's go. Oh, I can still level that up some more. Alright, we can loot this camp another time. This is kind of like a fun first little mini dungeon to do. Easy enough. No, don't do that. Touch the grace. Yo, what's going on, man? What's good? How are you on this wonderful Sunday morning? So these guys, you have to hit that little thing on their backs. And it's really annoying, so I just like to run around them whenever I can. So in this area here, there's just like a ton of like lower level smithing stones. But there's also a lot of good stuff too, as you'll see. But they give you lots of them, like smithing stone 2's times 7. When do you ever get times 7 of anything in the base game? Alright. Cool. So... Oh. Alright, we got the Smith script dagger. Just remembered we ought to go through this room here. Ooh, a somber smithing stone 2. If you're in the DLC and you need a somber smithing stone 2, wow. Smithing stone 7. That's more appropriate. Oh, smithing stone 1, so you shouldn't have. Alright, so we got the anvil hammer and the ancient dragon smithing stone. So that's well worth your troubles. I gotta go use the washroom. I'll be right back. Yeah. And I'm back. Sorry about that. I had a massive coffee and it just kicked in the worst possible way. So, all right. So we just finished that up. We're going to continue our exploration of the map here. And that's it for that. I was running away. I knew that shit was gonna happen. Ah, damn. All right. All right, well. The Swift Spear. I'm not even sure I've ever used that. Bro. Not sure I like the sound of that. Another ancient dragon smithing stone. Oh, what do I want to do? Alright, I don't want the smoke with the dragon right now. That much I do know. Trying to remember something. Yeah, it's not on that side, it's on this side. Yeah, so we gotta go this way. There we go. We're gonna head back to our, no, not the Scorched Ruins. Where was it? Yeah, here we go. Ooh, festive Greece. Alright, so there's a few things over here. There's a spirit spring that you can't use. We'll unlock that in a second. But up here, there's the Talisman of the Dread. And that raises the potency of magma. So if you're using the Magma Worm Scale Sword or the Magma Blade, that is essential to your build, because you'll just rip through everything. So whenever you see a blocked spirit spring like that, what you're looking for was that little that little mound of, it looks like ghost poo, is the best way I can describe it. And it unlocks the spirit spring. couldn't remember if there was anything back there. But anyways, so from here we're going to climb up this little ledge here, and if Torrent stops being retarded, oh yeah, right, kind of need Torrent. And we'll rest at the grace site. Level up. Not going to spend a lot of time here. Besides, there's not really a lot of time to spend here. More festive grease. Smithing stone 5s times 7. Smithing stone 6 times 8. Man, they are very generous. Alright, so we want to get on that ladder that's right here. Goddamn. I got a little complacent there. And that was a frickin' total waste of a rune arc. pretty disappointed with myself on that one, actually. Oh my god. Dude, I don't even... Okay. I don't suck this bad at the game, I promise. Alright, so... I think where we want to go is to go get the two-handed sword talisman. Because the two-handed sword talisman, let's face it, it's one of the best in the game. And there's another cross here. Another scatter tree fragment. Get this grace. There is a, I believe there's a cookbook in there, but what we want to do is actually head over this way, now that I remember correctly. So you want to find this lake. That's full of all these fun little dildos. Take that Skidoo Tree fragment. Take that Shadow Realm rune. Alright, we got another piece to the Gravebird armor set. So another piece to the armor set I won't be using. Ooh, smithing stone 3s. I'm gonna be OP now. Oh, great. Oh, crap. I thought that guy just got ended. Alright, well, we're gonna keep ripping down here. Grab this map section. And what we want to do here, is that one? No, it's not that one, it's this one. Oh, you piece of shit. First things, we'll jump up here, grab that skidoo tree fragment. There we go. We just wanted to ditch him. Of course, now I'm cornered. Nope, we lost him. Nice. Alright, so now that we've got our talisman, let's head back to we'll get rid of the ritual sword talisman. Yeah, I want to check something. Actually, first, we'll put it in. There we go. DPS 792. Nice. All right. Oh, I almost forgot to level up. There we go. That's better. That's more gooder. So this is a revered spear dash. I got that. Grab that Shadow Realm rune. Sure. Oh, revered spirit ash. Might as well upgrade that. And we can't get in that door just yet. Alright, believe it or not, this poopy water doesn't actually do anything to you. There we go. Shit, shit, shit. Okay, well, he's gone. And he's gone. How do we get over there again? Hello, good morning. Alright, I think that's it for the rooftop. So you're in the middle of the continent somewhere. Oh shit, not that guy. It's 11:45 where I'm at. Man, those guys are savage. I am. I woke up this morning and defeated Mog first try. So I think I was just tired and playing like ass last night. Oh, I know. I'm getting ready for that. Screw it, I'm just running for it. Alright, we got the storeroom key. There's another key you want to get too. And that is over yonder. That's the well depths key. Oh, that was satisfying. Alright, I think I'm just gonna speed run to the site of grace because I'm like out of everything. And we'll just two-hand the weapon here. Because we now have the two-handed sword talisman. Which makes this thing dole out a metric fuck ton of damage. Now I just gotta avoid this guy up here, who's a total asshole. Okay, now we want to memorize spell. We're going to get Flame Protect me out of here and replace that with Terra Magica. Terra Magica is pretty much going to be useless for this fight. We'll bring Freya into this. And we'll get ready with our Spirit Ash. Get buffed up. And we're gonna fight this giant asshole.
O horn-decked beast from higher sphere delivered, take root inside the
Yeah, shut up. Well, that didn't go so good. Okay, so this, just on Fextra Life here, This guy is literally strong against my entire build. That kind of sucks. Alright, well, I may just have to restructure the build just to defeat this bastard. Yeah, okay, just because he's strong versus magic and everything doesn't mean I can't shit kick him. We'll get Freya up in here. I didn't even buff up that time. This time we definitely will. You are not immune to stance breaks. That should have cracked his stance right there. That's bullshit. No! Oh, that's the worst! Oh, and I think my Mimic Tear just killed him too. Oh my god. Oh, that's the worst. Well, it took a few tries, but we got it done. And now we can look completely ridiculous. Where's this thing? Tell me that's not the most ridiculous piece of armor in the whole game. Oh boy. Damn. And on that note, we are going to leave the stream here. Thanks to everybody who tuned in. If you get any value from today's video, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you later tonight for the continuation of the stream. All right, have a good one. Cheers.